All right, I think we're live. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hello, 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 hello. What's going on, everybody? We are back with another Sunday Social. Good to have everybody in. Sunday night, football's done for the most part. Everybody's teams have played. A couple teams left to go. And we got some news to talk about. We'll go over some mousekeeping information coming up on some big events coming really, really soon. And, of course, the big thing is it's Sunday Social. It's time for our next Disney attraction review. And we're staying at the Magic Kingdom tonight, and we're reviewing Astro Orbiter. And then once we're done reviewing Astro Orbiter, we'll pick for next week to see who we're going to talk about next week. Where are we going? You know where we really haven't gone too much is Epcot. We really haven't been over at Epcot. Or were we? No, I guess we did. Where haven't we really been? I guess Hollywood Studios, maybe? Either way, we're gonna discuss and pick one for next week, and it's going to be fun. Good to have everybody in. Thank you all for being here. Already 23 likes. So we're 23% of the way to our goal of 100. There's the goal in the top left-hand corner. We're going to have fun today. But let's do a little bit of mousekeeping to get everybody up to date on the mousekeeping. Man, do I need a haircut. Look at how long my hair is, gang. I haven't had it this long in forever. Look at all the gray. That just goes to show you how old I'm looking. In the beard, too. Oh, my God. It's terrible. Got to get it all cleaned up. I'm getting my hair cut Tuesday. All right. I'm sorry I got off track. Mousekeeping. We are now less than a week away from the first annual Mouse Talk meetup. There it is, folks. November 8th, 10 a.m. at Disney Springs. Right there. The location is going to be the House of Blues. Right up there in between House of Blues and Cirque du Soleil. If you are coming, most people that are coming have already replied. I had a couple more replies just this weekend of people reminding me, hey, we're coming. If you are coming, please send us an email to askmousetalk@gmail.com. Emails are highly preferred because with the emails, that's how we're kind of keeping track because we got something we want to give to everybody when you get there. Just a little something as an appreciation for taking the time out of your day to come see us. We've got lots of people coming that we know so far. When I say lots, it might be 25 people, 30 people, but that'll be fun. It'll be great. And we're really excited. We're going to be seeing people that we've never met before for the first time, and we're going to see friends we have met before, and we're going to see them again, and people are going to meet. It's just going to be amazing. So again, this November 8th coming up, we're less than a week out. We're 6 days away. 10 a.m. As soon as Disney Springs opens on the 8th, we're going to have it. It's going to be very informal. We're all going to meet. We're going to talk. And we might even have a live stream. I'm still contemplating that because I really want to spend my time with the folks that are there. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, we hope you guys will be there for us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And anyway, that's November 8th. Please join us for that. All right, let's see who's in the chat. We got John the Bees here, Bruce Sarguker, Julie McCowan, Jeannie's here, Monica Odiette, Tara Enders, Jason Thibodeau, Cakes, Tim Pat, welcome in. Good to see you, Pat. Vicky All Smiles, Steve Stario Studios is going to be there. Douglas Bailey, good to see you. Pamela Maltese, she says, hey, sir, your glasses are big on your face. You think so? I don't know. When I went and got them just last year, the doctor said, I went to a professional, and we picked them out, and they thought they looked great. So, I don't know. You're the first person that's ever said that, Pamela. Nothing wrong with you saying it, but, that it is what it is. But welcome in. Joseph Dion's here. Find the funds in the house. 820 Chief. What's up, Dan? Doug's here. Zippity-doo, Doug. Lovely Ocean Eyes. Hey, Crystal. Good to see you. Victor and Janet are here. Matt M's here. And I'm sure Crystal's in the background somewhere as well. She is because she commented, Lovely Ocean Eyes. Stephanie Danielle, welcome in. And that'll take care of her. I think I got it the first time. But anyway, let's go. Anyway, guys, good to have everybody in here. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We got lots of news to talk about, a couple updates on our end as well, and I hope you guys are ready for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But again, if you're coming in, please hit the like button. We do likes. We do like likes around here. So if you could hit them, good, and so is your hair. Thanks, Ricky. I actually need a haircut. I've never had my hair this long. You guys can't see it, but if you look at the back, look how it's like starting to... It's terrible. It needs to go. And the eyebrows, too. I need to get the eyebrows trimmed up. I know it sounds terrible, but it needs to be happening. Emily LSU Mom, welcome in. Good to see you. Robert Graves, welcome in. No problem, guys. It's fine. I like the glasses. She didn't like them, but that's okay. Liking likes is a good like to like. Steve, you're funny. Steve will be at the meetup. Finally going to put a face to the name, as Steve Stardio Studios is going to be there. Douglas Bailey's going to be there. Stacy Bailey's going to be there. A Bouncing Journey April's going to be there. Lots of other folks are going to be there, too. It's going to be fun. Roberto Chapeco, welcome in. Here we are. Said hello in the morning. Now I'm back in the evening. I'm omnipotent. Omnipotent. I'm sorry, omnipotent. Omnipotent. All right, let's get going, guys. Okay, so we got lots of news to talk about tonight. Heather Springer, welcome in. Hi, Gregory. So just like we always do, we are going to talk tonight about our ride. Okay, and then I do have news that we're going to kind of discuss a little bit as we get into it. But tonight we're going to discuss the one and only Astro Orbiter over at the Magic Kingdom. We'll kind of get into the ride. We're going to talk about the queue. We're going to talk about the ride, the merchandise. Is the juice worth the squeeze? The importance of the ride, all that good stuff. We're going to go over all of it tonight. And you guys are going to be able to vote because I want to hear your opinions on this. There are some people that really love this ride. There are people out there that love it. So I'm really interested to see what everybody's opinion is on this ride. Doug's eyebrows are looking like Andy Rooney's. Yours are short in comparison. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, so let's get started with the ride that we're going to talk about tonight. Let me get this pulled up here. I think we're ready. Okay. Let's make sure it comes up. Can you guys see that yet? Come on. I'm trying to get... I have a video. All right, so let's talk about the ride queue first, because that's always the first thing we talk about. Oh, man, I have video of the ride, but I don't think you guys don't see it, right? You can't see it. Let's do the queue, ride queue. We're going to talk about the ride queue for this ride first. The usual. I think I know where most people are going to go on this. The ride queue for Astro Orbiter. How do you guys feel about the ride queue? Good, bad, okay, great. What do you think? What is your take on Astro Orbiter's ride queue? And I want you to take every aspect of that queue in effect here, including that aspect, the actual elevator as well, because it's all part of the queue. I'll be interested to see what everybody has to say as to the queue itself. What do you think of it? But yeah, I had a video, and for some reason, I don't know if it's just because I don't have enough internet and it's not showing because of that, but I did have a video that I was hoping was going to show, but it doesn't look like it's going to show. So here's my view of the queue itself. I think this is a bad queue. It's strictly switchback. It's not anything to it at all. And if you really weren't looking for it, you could pass the queue and not even think twice about it. You could think that the queue was part of the People Mover queue if you really didn't know what you were doing. Davey Crockett, welcome in. King of the Wild Frontier. Chris Baker, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Mark F., welcome in. But I think there's nothing to this queue. And I get it. For where it is, what all can you do? Understood. I understand that. I do. There's not much you can do there. It's switchbacks, and then you take the elevator up, and that's it. And the elevator, is nothing to the elevator. The one thing I will say, and I put this as part of the queue, No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to wait. I'm going to put it as part of the ride. Elevator makes it an uncomfortable queue. It can. It can. It absolutely can. I agree with you there. Gregory gives it 0 stars. But I think this queue's bad. Not much to it at all. What's up, Sean? Jackal Monkey, welcome in. Mic sounds a little hot, distorting from the time to time. Yeah, this is a brand new microphone and it's really strong. So I'll try to lower my voice so that it's not as bad. Let me make sure I have the right audio set up on that too, because it could be that I have the wrong audio set up. So let me just check my audio real fast, gang. No, it's the right microphone. So I'll try to tone it down because I have a big mouth anyway, and I think that's part of it, Steve, as to what it could be. Because it's right here. You guys can't see it, but it's right there, and it's a brand new mic, and it's very strong. So I think that's probably part of it. Animal Zone, welcome in. I think it's great once you get on the gantry, then it's great. So I say it's okay. Got you. Ali French, welcome in. Jeff Condon, welcome in. Good to see you. Joe, Jedi Master Joe, what's up, man? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. So for me, overall, I think the queue's bad. And I think that 57% of you agree. You think this queue is not a very good queue. And it's not. It's just nothing to it. You know, there are some queues in the parks that are phenomenal. This ain't one of them. Scott the Cow, welcome in. Bruce says the only redeeming quality of the queue at Astro Orbiters is there's shade waiting for the elevator. That's true. You're right. You can kind of get out of the elements too. So if it is raining lightly and you don't want to get wet, if you're in there, it can help you with that as well. Melissa says, move it away from you a bit. I have it away. I'm actually back. You can move the mic away from you a little. Yeah, I just did. I moved it away a little bit further. So there we go. I'll put it further away from me. Maybe that'll help. But I agree with you guys. I think that 59% of you put that the queue's bad. I agree 100%. I think the queue needs to be... I can't even say that it needs to be better because what can they do? Right? I mean, over there, what all could they do to make that queue better? I don't know that there's anything they could do. Joe says, I've been ninja watching, just hard to chat when we are watching on the TV. Oh, of course. Absolutely, Joe. Don't even worry about it. Cat Lady, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Me being an audio geek, bringing my work to the room. No, Steve, I totally get it. Again, I have no clue. I didn't like the microphone I had. I felt like I needed a better one. The old one I had seemed like it was bad. So I was like, I'm going to buy a new microphone. And I got the new mic, and I just plugged it in. That's it. That's all I did. I have no idea what it is. If it's strong, too strong, lowering it, I don't know. I have never rode this, so I have no clue about the ride. See, Cat Lady, you're not alone. A lot of people haven't. I'm not a big fan, and we'll get into it in a little bit here when we talk about it. I'm not a big fan of it myself. Noel, welcome in. Noel Ash, welcome. Matt, Simba 2, welcome. Good to see you. Heather said somebody put great. Somebody did put great. Somebody put great. I'd like to know who that was. The queue is where it is, and I agree you could miss it. If you're really not looking, you may think that what you're seeing there is part of the people mover queue because it really blends with it. So if you're new to the parks and you're not sure where you're going, you could miss it. You could. Dean the Turkey Legster, welcome in. Good to see you. To Mouse Talk, I'd go down there 1 year and 2 weeks. Nice, Joseph. Good. Victor hasn't ridden it. Victor, really? You haven't ridden the ride? That's very interesting. I didn't know that. Well, that's a bummer. I was hoping to show you guys the video of it, but it's not coming up. All right, so let's talk about the actual ride itself. What's up, Will? Will Lovins, welcome in. Good to see you. Doug and I have ridden it once, never again for me. I'm with you on that. I agree. All right, so let's do our next poll because I'm interested to see what everybody has to say. The ride itself. Is this a bad ride? Is it okay? Is it good? Or is it great? I want to hear from you guys. All right, there you go. I have it put in there. The ride, now we're talking about the ride itself. all aspects of the ride. Because for me, when I give you my rating of the ride, there's several factors that I'm taking into account when I look at this ride. There's several factors. John AB, welcome in. I was attempting to be sarcastic. Sorry, Jeff. It went right over my head, dude. It went right over my head. I apologize. I want to hear what everybody has to say about that. Always wanted to be up there when I was a kid, just trying to be at the highest point. And that's, Joe, it's funny you said that because that's part of what I'm going to talk about. Diana, welcome in. Good to see you. I like Astro Orbiter, especially at night. The view is great. And here's the thing, and this is what I'll say. Here's my rating while everybody else is bringing theirs up. The attraction score itself for me is okay. I can't give it a bad, and here's why. It's got a couple things going for it. A, the location. Being up in the air like that gives it a little bit more of a thrill, which for me is not a good thing, but for others can give it a little bit more of a thrill than your normal circle rides like Dumbo or Magic Carpets or the now gone Triceratops Spin. So where it's located is part of it. For that reason, it can increase the thrill. It is faster than the other ones. It goes around a little faster. Also, like everybody said in the chat, you get good views up there, especially at night. It's very pretty. Imagine being on that ride when the fireworks are going off. That can make it something a little bit extra special. But also for me, what I really like about that ride is the audio. The guy that says, "Attention pilots, we're about to take off. Be sure you're sitting down in your vehicle." That is so retro and so cool. I love that. So that's why I wanted to give this bad, because most of the ones that go around, I just was like, they're unnecessary. They're not unnecessary, but you get what I'm saying. But this one has certain aspects of it that make it cool, neat, fun, a little bit more than the other ones do for me. The more I think about it, I almost want to give this a good, because it really does make it's head and shoulders better than the other ones. Dumbo's nostalgic, that's why everybody loves it. But this one's got certain aspects about it that make it a little bit better than the others. I want to see what everybody else says. I feel like it's a more thrilling version of Dumbo. Absolutely, Stephanie. That's just what I was saying. I'd like to ride it at least once. Cat Lady, I would say try it. Ride it. Yeah, Joe, I think the location means something. I really do with this ride. If you were to put Dumbo up there, I think Dumbo would be better because of it too. It has, the location helps it a lot. Vicky says, I like the ride. It's fun and has a great view, especially that at night. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Keep America's Second Amendment strong. Welcome in. Jeff Snook, welcome in. Molly and I thought we could share one rocket. That was a little embarrassing. I don't know. Melissa and I shared a rocket when we did it. What's up, Douglas? Douglas Bailey's here. Animal Zone says when they put it back together, they put a part backwards so it only goes half as high as it's supposed to. Really? Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, you got to ride it, Steve. Ride it once. See, Melissa and I did it. And look, I'm not a big guy. If you guys have seen me, I'm not a big guy at all. So maybe that's part of it, is because the two of us can fit in there just fine. But Melissa and I rode it together. I can't remember. I think I was in the back and she was in the front, or I don't even remember. But I don't remember having any issues with that, but who knows? David Crockett saying hi to everybody. He had a comment back up here and I missed it. I know I did. David Crockett, if you want to repost, I'll try to read your comment. He says, I think that nighttime viewing is very good. That's what I saw. Yeah, it is. It is. But for me, I think this ride is definitely okay, borderline good, because of the reasons I gave. Astro Orbiter is a tight ride for the wifey and I. We are both 6 foot tall. Yeah, exactly. I totally get it. Second Amendment strong. They have rides like this up here at Hershey Park. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. Not a ride I run to when we go. Exactly, Sean. And I get it too. And this ride is really catered for the little guys and girls. And it should be. You know, they need rides in the parks. Mike Lapine, welcome in. Yeah, we haven't ridden it in a while. We definitely haven't ridden it in a while. But I gotta say, I do think this ride is not like the other circular rides, the rotational rides. I don't think it's anything like Dumbo, and I don't think it's like the Magic Carpets, other than the fact that it goes around like they do. The fact it has better qualities to it, but that's just me. All right, now let's see what you guys voted. 56% of you agree with me. It's okay. It's nothing great, but it's okay, and I tend to agree. Are any of us, for the most part, run into this ride? Absolutely not. We're not. We're not running into this ride. But if it's a 5-minute wait and you like it, you're probably going to ride it. I don't like the heights. That's why I don't like it. And I'll tell you a quick story. The first time we ever rode it, I think I rode it with Walter or Mason. And I was in one and he was in another. And I remember riding it. And it was going so fast. I felt like I was going to fall out of it. I didn't like the feeling. It felt like, oh my God, I didn't feel secure in that thing. And I felt like I was going to fall out of it. As funny as that is, I really, really did. I thought I was going to fall out of it. All right. Is the juice worth the squeeze? We always talk about this. How long are you waiting? How long are we waiting for this ride? Let me give you... How long are you waiting? 10 to 20? 20 to 30? 30 to 40? 40 or more. Let me get it in there for you. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I think I know where everybody's voting on this one. I don't think this is even something that has to be too much of a debate. Look, for me, is the juice worth the squeeze? No. I'm not doing this ride any more than 10 minutes. If that. But since those are my options, 10, 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 or more, because those are my options, obviously I'm going with the least right up there. That one, 10 to 20 for me. I'm not even waiting 10. 5 minutes or less. And maybe for you guys, if I'm streaming, maybe I'll do it. Otherwise, I'm probably not getting on it at all. If there's like 5 minutes, I'll vote on that. Right, Steve, John, it's true. I'd probably wait a little longer for this one, but only because I haven't ridden it in years. After that, 10 to 20. Yeah, and Steve, I get it. And that's part of the thing, too, is take the entire aspect of it into account. If you've never ridden it, and you're one of those people that want to ride every ride, and you want to be able to at least say, hey, I experienced it, you're going to wait a little longer. And you're not coming back for a while, if ever again, yes, you're going to wait longer for that ride. I totally understand that. Makes perfect sense. For me, even if I wasn't a local, if I'm down here for only one trip a year, I'm still probably not at the top of my list on this ride, unless I have young kids that want to do it. It's just how it is for me. So that's why for me, is the juice worth the squeeze? Absolutely not. Not at all. If you had a 10 to 20 second option, I would probably pick that. Yeah, Sean, exactly. It's got to be a walk-on or forget it, says Jeff. Agreed. Definitely 10 to 20. Sometimes when we see the line, we're like, nope, not today, and then proceed to say next trip. Totally understand it. Look, ultimately, in the end, the ride itself is no different than Dumbo or Magic Carpets. It goes around. That's all it does. But it's, again, like we talked about before, there are certain aspects of it that make it a little bit different. The view is one of them. But it's the middle of the day. It's 95 degrees out, and it's got a long line. You don't want to wait in that line. Plus, you're going to be out in the sun anyway. If it's raining, you're not riding it. So it all makes sense, folks. And 90% of you, and the other 10% said 20 to 30. So we're all on the same page with this ride. And it makes sense. All right, so I'm going to bring this up with the next one. This is the next thing we always talk about. And I don't even know if we can even do this. I'm just gonna do 3 options on the merchandise. And you guys can pick which one you're going to pick. Merchandise for this ride. What do we think about the merchandise for this ride? And I put Vero Mike's welcome in. Good to see you. The nostalgia is real with this one. And it is Vero Mike's. That's why I said about the audio when they talk about attention pilots. Be sure to be seated at all times during your flight crew or whatever they say. I think it's great. There's a lot of nostalgia to this ride. I would agree with that too. Toasty, Sadie. What's up, Sadie? Welcome in. Good to see you. That's why I put non-applicable. Ultimately, Cat Lady. That's why I put non-applicable, because there's really is no Astro Orbiter merchandise out there. And I don't even know... What up, G? I don't even know if there's even a way to merchandise Astro Orbiter. Maybe they could come up with a couple different things. Well, and that's why I put non-applicable, Davy Crockett, because ultimately there really isn't. But it's one of our options because a lot of rides do have merchandise. And when we talk about those, there's a lot to talk about. And I didn't want to just say, we'll only have it for some. I wanted all the categories for every single ride are the same. But you're right, there is no merchandise for this. And I don't know that merchandise works for this ride. We talk about Small World in the past when we did Small World. And we talked about how with Small World, there's very little merchandise. But if there was merchandise, it could work. How great it would be, right? And some of the other ones, we talked about some of the other ones that didn't really have merchandise. But if they worked at it, and because we came up with some ideas for some things, it could work and be good merchandise. I don't see that being the case for this ride. John Curry, welcome in. It's shown on the Tomorrowland blue and orange ears and shirt. It's small, but it's there. Yes. Vicky, you're right. It is. But it's always a side thing. It's something extra that's put on. It's not the focus of the merchandise. It doesn't have its actual own line of merchandise. And that's why I put the non-applicable in there, because it made more sense. Julie McCowan, welcome in. She goes, I have never seen any Astro Orbiter merch. Well, please look for the merch next stream. Amen. I would purchase an Astro Orbiter shirt or hat. Love the People Mover hat. Yep, agreed. I guess there could be some things they could do, Vera Mikes. I just don't think they find it profitable enough to even want to go after it, because they're probably thinking, look, we're not going to sell much anyway. The only thing I get from that ride is you see it when you enter Tomorrowland. That could be on a t-shirt for that. It could. Sean, that's true too. It is aesthetically cool to see with all the planets up there and the ride going around. It is very cool to see. They do have some Small World. Yes, they do have some Small World. Just a little bit, Melissa. Some ornament. Oh, they do. It's actually David Crockett. I think they do have an Astro Orbiter ornament. Or they did. But I don't know. I don't know what they would do. We'll see. Joe says they could throw it on a shirt with the characters riding it and it would sell. Yeah, again, I guess there are aspects of it they could do and possibly do well in selling the shirt. You're right. I think there's a way they could do that. But I think for the most part, we're on the same page when it comes to the merchandise. There's just none there. All right, last one, and then I got some news to talk about. We're going to do some news and get into a few things happening. Sorry, guys, I have to go. Have a great night. Animal Zone, have a good night. Thanks for being here. Take care. 69 likes. That's amazing, guys. We are almost to 100. 30 likes away. 30 likes. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. All right, let's talk about the importance of this ride. Let me give you, for those that are in here for the first time, and if you're not, you know the drill. Disney comes back tomorrow and says, Astro Orbiter's going away. Okay? How do you feel about it if Astro Orbiter is going away? And here's your 4 choices. A, it won't be missed at all. B, I'd be a little sad, but I'm sure whatever replaces it will be better. C, I'm upset, but I guess eventually I'll get over it. And then D, no way, you're not getting rid of this ride. I am chaining myself to this ride. It's not going anywhere. So I'm going to get the ride importance to Magic Kingdom. I'm just going to put A, B, C, or D. And I'll leave the A, B, C, or D options up on the board so you know which one you're choosing. Have at it. A, B, C, or D? And really kind of take everything into account on this, because I have a score, but the more I think about it, Vicky Pauley's putting an A in there. Bye-bye, says Heather. Here's what I'll say. I'm changing mine right now. And I'll tell you why in a second. So I'm saying B. It's a classic. I'd be mad and ready with my chains. Vicky, good for you. That's awesome. See, that's what I like to hear. Even if it's an unpopular opinion, it's I get it, and that's why I'm changing mine to B. I would be a little sad, and I don't even know that what replaces it would be better, because what could you put up there other than another circular ride? So probably the answer should be C. There's certain reasons why this ride is important to Tomorrowland and the Magic Kingdom. First off, the aesthetics. Sean talked about it already. Just going in, first thing you can do when you look in there, what do you see? You see the Astro Orbiter right down the middle. Aesthetically pleasing. The ride itself is important to the kids in the park. Now, I get it. Other areas of the park have the exact same ride. I get it. But being up high, the views, aesthetically pleasing to the park, I would... There's a part of me that would be upset to see this go. I'd be like, man, what are you going to replace it with? Is it going to be any better? Mark Langenkamp, welcome in. And it is hard to get out of that ride. It is. I agree, Mark, for sure. DNL and the DL, welcome in. No interest in riding, but it is a bit nostalgic to me. DNL, have you ever ridden it? You should ride it. I'd miss it only for its aesthetic value to the park, not the ride itself, Jeff. And that's part of it for me, too. I agree. I think there's an aspect to that matters. Stephanie Danielle says, I personally will not miss the ride, but it is nostalgic. Rachel's Adventures, welcome in. Hey, Rachel. Good to see you. Hey, sorry I haven't been here in the longest time. I'm going to try and be here more often. No problem, Rachel. Good to see you. You never owe us an explanation, dear, but it's good to see you. G. Wilson says, it is also a good use of space. 2 rides in one space / area with people moving below it. Agreed. It's a good way. The use of the space has been great down there. I agree with you 100%. I think they've done a great job making sure that the space is used to its fullest capacity. Nothing's being wasted, so I would agree 100% on that. I agree. Absolutely 100%. All right, guys, so that's it. Astro Orbiter is in the book. I think we all agree that it's not this thrill ride that everybody and their brother wants to ride and that everybody is like, oh my God, we have to get on it. But there is a place for this. I think there is a place. And, 41% of you said, B, I'd be a little upset, but I'm sure what's replacing it will be better. I totally get it. I do. But I do think this ride is something that's got to be in this park. The little guys and girls need it. I think that's part of why Magic Kingdom is still the park it is today. Lori Brantone, welcome in. We're talking about Astro Orbiter. Zanlax, welcome in. Good to see you. Tomorrowland did not feel right when they had it removed for refurb. I agree. Look, everybody's been talking about it this entire time. The aesthetic takes a hit if that ride's not there. It does. It takes a hit. Aesthetically, that area, Tomorrowland, takes a big hit if you don't have Astro Orbiter there. Aesthetically, it is a big part of that land. Absolutely. Never rode it, but next trip I will if I can convince the wife to go on. Please ride it and let me know what you thought of it. Look, I don't like heights either. I've done it. I've done it like 2, maybe 3 times, I think. I don't want to do it, but I have. Just reading the comments, making sure I didn't miss anything. All right, good. So I think we're on our way. Guys, we've got to 80 likes. That's awesome. There was definitely a hole there when it was refurbed. It was, G. Wilson. I agree. Again, it's an important part of it. It's like when you go into Well, it would be like if they took away from. I'm trying to think of the other lands if they got rid of it. I think the Liberty Bell being gone over in Liberty Square kind of aesthetically, that land takes a hit. Not having that there anymore. Not being able to look out and see the rivers of America, not being able to see Tom Sawyer Island, and not being able to see the Liberty Bell. That makes that area right there, that takes a hit. That area takes a hit. Someone says, Tomorrowland reminds me of that 50s style future kind of look, and that has to be there even if it's not an actual ride anymore, just the look. Agreed. Yeah, agreed, 100%. Guys, thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate all those hearts. Thank you. So anyway, all right. So I have 3 news stories I want to kind of discuss with you guys. Likes are at 82 likes. That's amazing. Thanks, gang. Let's get into my first news story that I want to go over with you guys. We'll read about it, and then I'll partake my thoughts on it, and then your thoughts on it. So here we go. And if anybody watched today, our stream, you guys already saw this, but I do have a few things I want to talk about on this. The first holiday decorations installed at Magic Kingdom for the 2025 Christmas season. The holiday season is beginning to take shape at Magic Kingdom as the first wave of Christmas decorations has been installed along Main Street, USA. As of today, most of the garland and lamppost decor along Main Street, USA are now in place, making the start of the park's annual transformation ahead of the first Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, November 7th, which is Friday. There's some of the decorations. Guys saw it this morning. If you were on our stream, we saw the garland up by the train station right there, which looked great. As you go underneath and start heading underneath the train station, they had the garland up there. All of it looks amazing. All on Main Street, you had garland. There's the normal wreaths on the lampposts. It was all there this morning. Inside most of the stores, they had garland as well. And there you go. The smaller garland, wreaths, and lamppost trimmings have been installed, giving Main Street an early hint of the holidays. However, several major pieces are still missing. Of course, the large wreaths that line Main Street have not yet been added. The main Christmas tree hasn't been added. And the Christmas music has not yet started playing. So I want to go over my thoughts on what I thought about this morning when we went in. We were disappointed. You know, Disney in the past, and Craig's Robotics, who's not in here right now, he mentioned it on the stream earlier today. In the past, October 31st was Halloween. November 1st, boom, Christmas. It was like magic. It was almost like they did a wand and it was changed. It really used to be magic. They don't do it like that anymore. They just don't. Craig Robotics made a really good point. He said that Disney no longer has an overnight full crew, that they have what they call a skeleton crew for overnight. And because of it, it takes longer for them to put the decorations up. And that's kind of a disappointment. That's kind of sad. It's part of the magic. And again, I think it's part of the reason why we never, Disney never invites us to anything, because I try to tell it like it is. The magic is what makes Disney so special. They do things that you're like, oh my God, that's so cool, that nobody else did. They're not doing those things anymore. So they're not that much different than any other park anymore in a lot of ways, if you peel back the layers. And one of them was that transformation from Halloween to Christmas virtually overnight. And they're just not doing that anymore. Who dat Dave? Welcome in. Scary Doll, not yet installed. No, not yet, but she'll be there. Well, Bruce, I don't know how much of a myth that is, and I guess it depends on what you mean by 100%. Because I've been there before, and where they almost had pretty much whatever wasn't up was minor. So I don't know that is a myth. You would have to show me proof of that, because every time in the past when I've gone, they almost had Whatever was missing wasn't something that was that noticeable. It might have been small, minor things, but the major stuff was up. And it's and part of, and I'm not fighting you so much, Bruce, but if that's not the case, it wouldn't be noticeable. If they never had it up 100% or even close to 100%, any of the major stuff, we wouldn't notice because it would be just like it's always been. So there's got to be something that's different to the fact that we can notice. Now, again, Steve, I would agree with that for the most part. But in the past, they would have the tree up, the garland up, and they would have the toy soldiers in already. That has changed. And Craig's Robotics, again, who used to work there at some point, advised that Disney went from a full crew to a skeleton crew overnight. Disney's actually even done a video, Bruce, themselves promoting the magic of the overnight transformation. And how does Disney do it overnight? And so I think I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't think when we say 100%, like, yeah, there may be some garland here and there that's missing, but I think the main part used to be up overnight. But anyway, so we got there this morning. There was no tree. There were no toy soldiers. Not all of the big wreaths, like they said, was up. The holiday music wasn't playing. The other areas of the park, Tomorrowland, which gets a nice overlay, was not done. Nothing in Frontierland, nothing over in Adventureland. So none of the other parts of the park were done at all. Nothing. They were still bare minimum. Now, that's going to change as the days go on, absolutely. But again, maybe we're nitpicking and we're expecting too much from Disney, and that's perfectly fine. And maybe we're complaining about things that we shouldn't be complaining about. But it did feel a little bit, and people, as they were coming in, were saying the same thing. They're like, oh man, we were hoping for more. But again, it's not the end of the world. It's first world problems. Daughter was cast member at Magic Kingdom in 1 year as existing Halloween night. She saw half of Main Street complete Halloween and the other half complete Christmas. That's cool, Dave. Yeah, I bet. Mark, I think that's it. I think exactly, Mark, you hit it on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Disney used to take pride in making that magical transformation overnight. I agree. I think that was part of the wonder and the magic of, oh my God, how did they do it? And it was the neatest thing. I remember Joe Chamberlain used to talk about it because he used to go down that time of year all the time. And he would rave. Joe Chamberlain, who's in the chat a lot, very good friend of mine. He would rave how Disney, they'd be at Magic Kingdom on October 31st for the Halloween party. The next morning, they would go back to Magic Kingdom, and it was all Christmas. He said it was amazing. So they didn't have that. They didn't have the music on either. I was really hoping for the music. But I have video saved on my DVR, watched it many times, amazing video. It was totally transformed overnight, but that was before COVID. Yes, exactly. COVID, and Bruce said it, COVID definitely kind of made it go by the wayside for sure. For the price point, it's not unfair to expect more. Well, no, and Xanlax, I've always said that. Part of it has always been my big deal when it comes to Disney. You want to charge big prices, premium prices, have at it. Go ahead. It's your thing. But you better live up to it. You know, there's an old saying, if you expect mediocrity, that's what you're going to get. Don't expect it. Expect perfection. Expect excellence. Maybe that's part of my coaching coming out. I coached basketball for 10 years. You want, if you're paying premium top dollar, you want premium top dollar entertainment experience. And again, that's just me. We're a society that wants instant gratification, but your point is valid. It's not nearly as magical when it takes a few days to get it done. Yeah, exactly. It's part of that magic that we want when it comes to Disney, that we don't expect it from other parks. We expect it from Disney. And part of that is their own doing. They created this monster. Sean, have a good day. Take care, buddy. So anyway, but it is good to see. It is great to see. Not good. It's great to see the holiday decorations going up. It's our favorite time of year. We love it. And I'm so excited to have it up. And next couple days, more and more and more is going to happen. And it's going to be awesome. I know Disney's trying to save money, but if you pay more people one night versus fewer people on multiple nights, how are you saving money? Yeah, I agree, Melissa. You're right. 6 of one, half dozen of another. If you pay them all for one night, what's the difference between paying a lot of people for one night or a few people for several nights? Doesn't it all equal up to the same amount of money? I don't know. But what do I know? Do you think they just either don't have enough staff? Yeah, Diane, it's definitely a staffing issue at this point. Again, speaking to Craig's Robotics, who knows a lot about Disney, works with them, it's definitely one of those things where they used to have an overnight staff at full staff, and now it's become a skeleton crew. So I think that's part of it. Yep. Wonder if they would ever take volunteers to do the decorating people. Wouldn't it though, Matt Hatter? I would love to do that. I would do that one night. Of course, they probably want experts. They don't want me hanging it. Next thing you know, somebody will come in and a wreath will fall on somebody's head and they'll get sued. They would love that. All right, next news story. Oh, and that's the other thing too, real fast. Part of the overlay for the Speedway was up already too. They did have some of the decorations for the Speedway that were up. We saw that while we were on People Mover, so that was good. That was exciting to see too. All right, next news story. Tree of Life Awakenings is returning with new show times. This will start Saturday the 8th. Cornito, welcome in. They can't do it all in one night. All the designers are at Epic. Exactly. There's probably a lot of truth to that for sure. Probably a lot of truth to that. So anyway, Tree of Life Awakenings is coming back. New show times. Let's read about this. The Tree of Life Awakenings nighttime projection show returns to Disney's Animal Kingdom with new show times now listed beginning November 1st. So, so it started yesterday. And that's nice. Good. According to the latest entertainment schedule, the show begins at 7:15 with this evening and will shift to 6:15 starting tomorrow, which would be today, the 2nd. And it'll continuing most nights through November 8th. The Tree of Life Awakening coincides with extended evening park hours and earlier sunsets following the end of daylight savings time. Animal Kingdom now opens at 8 a.m. or is open until 8 p.m. on many nights next week. Guests will have more opportunities to see the park's nighttime offerings, including Pandora and the Tree of Life projections. So what I guess just is it. But this is kind of, I don't understand this article a little bit because it says here the new show begins at 7:15 p.m. and then that was yesterday, and then today it's starting at 6:15 p.m. But my question is this, how many times a night are they doing it? Are they doing it like every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes? How often are they doing that? It doesn't really say how often they're doing it. So maybe at some point they'll have the actual full schedule up over there. I like the Tree of Life Awakening show. I think it's pretty. I think it's fun. I think they do a nice job with it. Definitely helps to get you in the spirit over at Animal Kingdom because they do things totally different over there with their decorations. Their decorations are very subtle. It's not in-your-face decorations like we get at Magic Kingdom and we get at Hollywood Studios and even Epcot to a lesser extent. It's not really in your face like they do over there. It's very subtle at Animal Kingdom. So I like the fact that they have the Tree of Life Awakenings. That's a fun show. Is there anybody in the chat, is there anybody that has not seen the Tree of Life Awakenings and would like us to one night film it? I don't know if I'll film it live. Probably won't. I'll probably do a vlog of it. But who has not seen it? Let me know. I'm curious if there's anybody out there that hasn't seen it. I got to help decorate Knott's Berry Farm decorations for Halloween. Nice, Mark. That's pretty cool. So Vicky hasn't seen it. Julie McCowan hasn't seen it either. Okay. G. Wilson hasn't seen it. Really? Because I know the Tree of Life Awakening show's been around for a bit. I haven't seen it, never seen it. Monica, I'd love to see it. Okay. So a lot of people have not seen it. Okay. Then we'll see about getting over there one night and getting the Tree of Life Awakenings filmed for you guys. so that you can see it. We might even stream it if we can. So that'll be fun. Mark, you probably have seen it, dude. You're here enough, and you're over there enough. I'm sure you've seen it. Steve, while you're here next week, while you're over at Animal Kingdom, make sure you're there at night. You definitely want to see Pandora at night. And then you can see that Tree of Life show. Haven't seen it? So a lot of folks have never seen it. Victor saw it. He liked it. Yep, probably watched you stream it a year or two ago. I thought I did too, Joe. I thought I did too, but I'm going to do it again for you guys. Dan hasn't seen it either. Tara Enders has never seen it. Don't remember super well. Now, Joe, you're probably right. I think we did film it. I really do. But I'll have to look into it. You guys see all this stuff behind me. I'm getting ready. I'm putting a lot of stuff away and getting out my Christmas stuff to put my tree up in my office. I'll make sure you guys can see it. Probably by, I don't know if it'll be up by Tuesday, but definitely by next Sunday it'll be up. All right, last news story of the night. And we're just kind of talking about it. The Pandora After Dark returns to Disney's Animal Kingdom as daylight saving time ends and the park hours are extended. I don't do giant lizards. Granito, it's not that bad. Trust me. You barely see them. But with daylight savings time ending this weekend, Disney's Animal Kingdom is getting more nighttime hours. Woohoo! And that means Pandora, the world of Avatar, will once again shine after dark. Of course, the park is open till 8 p.m., which is great. Here's your park hours. The 4th, November 4th, which is Tuesday, it's closing at 6. And then 8 to 10 p.m., they have extended hours right there. But, Pandora at night, gang, is one of those things. So, basically, they're letting you know the Pandora nighttime bioluminescence and all that will be back and will be available to see at night over at Animal Kingdom. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's amazing. It's one of the prettiest, neatest things you'll see in a Disney park is the bioluminescence on the ground. The floating mountains up there are really cool at night. The waterfall coming down and the lights glimmering off the waterfall. It is one of the coolest, neatest things you'll see. And you don't get to see it that often because they close that park so early. If you get a chance, please see it. Steve, Stardio Studios, will be here next week. Steve, you got to make time to see that. I'm telling you, it's really nice. You're going to love it at night. You really will. It's a totally different experience and a different vibe, feel, what have you, at night. It's cool even during the day. Even during the day, Pandora is cool. Seeing the floating mountains and the waterfalls and everything, awesome. But at night, it just goes, and it's like any of the other parks, it just goes up a notch. It really does. So you're going to enjoy it. And if you've never done it, folks, be sure to do it at night. It's pretty cool. And we'll try to get over there so you guys can see it. I just don't know how well it resonates, transfers, or comes over on stream. It may not, I don't know that it does it the justice that it deserves from seeing it real time. Wow, Victor did an early entry when it was still dark. Pandora was awesome. Yeah, how about that? That's pretty cool. All right, gang, we're coming up on 9 o'clock. I got a few things to do with some trees before I go to bed. Got work in the morning. Thank you all for joining me tonight. We almost made 100 likes. We missed it by a couple. That's great. Appreciate y'all really, 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 really much. We got about 80 more subscribers to get to 27,000. We've actually been going backwards on subscribers. We've actually lost like 20 subscribers in the last 2 weeks. It must be bots or something. It's really funny. But we'll get there at some point. But thank you for all those new subscribers that did come in. Mods, great job as always. You guys are great. Members, extra generosity and loyalty as always. You guys are incredible for what you do with the memberships. Thank you for that. If you'd like to become a member, just hit that join button right down there, and there are perks to it. Buttons, postcards, magnets, T-shirts, depending upon the level of membership you get. But thank you, members, for that. Oh, we got a pick for next week. while I'm mixing up, I also want to say thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's chatted tonight and all the Ninja Watchers as well. All right, let's see. Who are we going to talk about next week? We got to pick one. We haven't picked yet. Hey, we hit 100 likes. Woohoo! You go, guys. Good job. Well, since we hit 100, that's been hit. We can take that down. Good job, everybody. All right, next week. Let's see. Where are we going next week? We are going to... Woohoo! We are staying in Magic Kingdom, and we're staying in Tomorrowland. Tron. Oh, that's going to be awesome. So next week, we are going to discuss Tron. We're going to talk everything Tron next week. The queue, the ride, the merchandise, the importance of the ride. Everything next week. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to hear what everybody's thoughts are on this ride, because it's one of those rides that I can't say it's polarizing, but it's one of those rides that some people really like, some people are like, eh. And I'm interested to see what everybody's take is on this one for sure. That's going to be awesome for sure. So Tron next Sunday, that's what we're talking about. I'll get the link and everything up as soon as possible. Oh, yeah, we've done some stuff outside of Magic Kingdom, Melissa. Yes. Magic Kingdom's got the most rides, so a lot of times we're going to pick something in there anyway. But G. Wilson's got thoughts. See, I do too. I actually have thoughts on this ride that I think a lot of people will not agree with. But anyway, all right, gang, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you all very, very much. You all are wonderful. The holidays are here. Finally, I'm so excited. We got so much coming up. A couple things real fast. Starting December 1st, I got my 25 days of Christmas. I'm counting down every day my top 25 favorite Christmas movies and specials. I'm going to focus on one movie or special a day, counting all the way down to number 1. I hope you guys join me and watch those videos. They're all no more than 3 to 4 minutes long, so it's not going to take a lot of your time. We got some more videos coming out. I got a Disney Take My Money video from Melissa coming out with all the holiday stuff, and she did pick something up, which is going to segue into another video series that she's going to do for the holidays, the 12 Days to Christmas for her. That's coming. Don't forget, we just posted our video of Disney versus Universal. Who does Christmas better? If one of my mods could share that out. We did that video. Hope you guys go and check that out. That's a fun video as well. And Saturday, November 8th. Can't wait. Our first annual. Let me bring it back up. There it is. Our first annual Mouse Talk Meetup, November 8th, 10 a.m. at Disney Springs. If you can make it, please let us know in the chat. Not in the chat. If you can make it, send us an email to askmousetalk@gmail.com. If you're in the area, if you're a local and you want to come say hi, we'll be there at 10 a.m. over by the House of Blues, in between House of Blues and Cirque du Soleil from 10 a.m. until we disperse. Very informal. We'll have a prize, a little something there for everybody as a thank you gift for those that show up. But if you're coming, we would really recommend you send us an email at that email address, askmousetalk@gmail.com, so that we can get a count. And Mark will be there. Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. And other than that, gang, that's everything for tonight. Appreciate all the support. We made 100 likes. You guys are amazing. I wish you were local too, David Crockett. It'd be a lot of fun to have you there. You're always welcome. I have to finish watching the Disney versus Universal Christmas video. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate you watching it, man. There's the links to the videos there from Heather and John. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Mike, I wish you could go too, buddy. But again, we might even stream it, so look for a possible thumbnail on the stream so that even if you can't make it, you'll be able to kind of see the fun we're having. And we'll have another one February 7th, but we'll get a little bit more into that after this one's done. All right, gang, have a good night. Hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend and a great week. We'll see you Tuesday for Desanity. Melissa will be here for that. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Oh, one last thing. We went and did a cast member preview today of this new Zootopia attraction over at Animal Kingdom. We'll have a video up on that tomorrow for you. Bye, gang. Have a good night.